because you're a lawyer, I need to understand what happened, why the lawyers quit in the case of Roger Stone. 4 lawyers who prosecuted Roger Stone quit on Tuesday after the Justice Department, headed up by Bill Barr, overruled them and said it would take the extraordinary step of lowering the amount of prison time it would seek for Trump's longtime friend and ally. And Trump had tweeted a bunch of stuff, including how did she treat Crooked Hillary, asking about the judge or somebody in the case. The 4 attorneys, including 2 who were early members of the special counsel, Robert Mueller's Russia team, comprised the entire Justice Department trial team that won convictions against Stone last fall. This is crazy.
Yeah.
He was set to serve 87 to 108 months in federal prison. So they, where are we? We're in anarchy. What is going on?
We're at the point where essentially, when you recognize that what's happening from the White House is so blatantly wrong and flies in the face of everything that the democracy sort of stands on, all of the constitutional norms, all of the legal norms, all of the rules that say we have elections are fair, we have a court system, courts are fair. I put that in quotes because, it's very fair for white people typically. This was a case where these attorneys essentially had reached the end of, there was nothing else they could do in order to demonstrate I am not in alignment with what is happening. So for the Justice Department to recommend, I believe it was 8 years, 7 to 8 years, something like that they'd recommended just the day before. And then to have the president put pressure and say, wait a minute, what is going on? You're not allowed. I don't want, Roger Stone is a great guy. He's an amazing guy and all the things that he tweeted. And then to have Bill Barr, who essentially buckled to that. It's very clear that the Department of Justice is headed by someone who is firmly within the pocket of the presidency.
Which is not the way that's supposed to be.
Absolutely not. And so if you are an attorney, one, there is life after this, right? So you have to think about your own license. You have to think about your own reputation legally and within the legal community. And you have to align with what is right. And there was a time when people would say, well, I'm going to stay in the administration because the adults have to be in the room. Well, the adults ain't been able to calm this wild adult child who is basically acting out every tantrum and visceral reaction that he's having. So they did, I think, was the honorable thing. I will no longer be a part of this. I will no longer be engaged with this. I am not going to help you undermine justice. I'm not going to help you destroy the very fabric and the upon which everything that we rely upon is based. So we're at that level. We are at that level.
We got to vote. Thank you for that.
And we have to, as Stacey Abrams says, vote in numbers that are so significant, we overwhelm the capacity for the cheaters to actually succeed.
Because they're going to cheat.
They're cheating right now. They're cheating right now.